John Airy here with AinitCool.com, coming to you from just outside the Long Center here in Austin, Texas. Inside is a stage production like I've never seen before. It's called Intergalactic Nemesis, and it's one part old school science fiction adventure, one part radio play, and another part graphic novel come to life. I had a chance to catch up with its writer and producer, Jason Newlander, a little bit earlier to find out more about the production.
The Intergalactic Nemesis is an adventure story set in the 1930s, kind of inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Wars, but also inspired by the things that inspired those things. And the format is kind of unique. What we do is we mash up comic book and radio play. So we take basically the artwork from a comic book series that we created, and we project it panel by panel on a screen 2 stories high, while 3 actors, a Foley artist, and a keyboardist do all the voices, sound effects, and music live.
I don't think I've ever seen or heard anything like this before. Do you know of anything even remotely close to this?
I don't. It's funny. I didn't really give that much thought at all when I came up with the idea of like, oh, has anybody done this before? But it's kind of neat to have a show that literally is one of a kind. This whole project for me is about tapping into my own personal inner 12-year-old. So everything that we're doing with it now is really just me trying to find ways of using things that I loved when I was 12 and reimagining them. But the idea originally came about years ago, back in 1996, when a guy named Ray Colgan approached me about doing a live radio play recorded at the coffee house that he worked at. So the idea was born as a radio play, and then we got invited to bring the show here at the Long Center, I guess back in 2009. And I felt like the venue, which is 2,400 seats, was way too big for the intimate experience of a radio play. So I just had this vision of taking comic book artwork and projecting it the size of the proscenium arch. And so it took about 15 months to create that artwork for book 1, which was by Tim Doyle. And we did it, and just it has been this amazing. I've been running as fast as I can to keep up with the success.
All right, so it's opening here in Austin. Where does it go from here?
Well, we are back on the road in August, and we head up to a venue in Illinois, and then we literally, over the next 12 months, are traveling the world. We're going, all the way up and down the Midwest, coast to coast, kind of every corner of the country, up into Canada, then out to Hawaii, then over to Edinburgh, Scotland. We're playing this wonderful theater in New York called the New Victory on Broadway, right next to the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark musical. Hell yeah! And so that's it. And I think the touring life of this thing is going to last for years, particularly because we've been developing these sequels. So we premiere the first sequel kind of now, and venues that have booked 1 now are booking book 2, and so who knows? The website is theintergalacticnemesis.com, and you can see video of the show there. You can see us on Conan O'Brien and blog and all kinds of other stuff too.
I really appreciate it, and good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
For more news and reviews, keep checking back in with AinitCool.com. I'm John Airy.